Can be part of the UN. I will talk about a lot in this entire YouTube channel along the journey. I will talk about my experience in the Eastern Europe while working with various governments, and I'm sure many of you can also be part of this incredible growth story, not just of India but of the entire globe. So do not fret if UPSC hasn't worked out for you. Learn on the go, learn from the mistakes, learn from the experiences, and I'm sure this UPSC experience would have shaped you and reshaped you in many ways. You would love traveling the world. And why do I say this? Because currently I'm in a part of the world that has been ruled by the Ottomans, at the intersection of the Ottomans and the Roman Empire. Gone through the entire UPSC preparation with proper diligence. It is a travesty that not many people are aware of their rights, and this will change and this should change.
Hey Naman, looking sharp today. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing fantastic. Feeling like a blind man on the streets of Europe.
I kinda agree. Naman, I have this really interesting question for you. So, how do you really think preparation of UPSC can change someone's life?
I think this is a phenomenal question, and just to reiterate to the audience, this question is one of the topmost questions that I stumbled upon while browsing through my Instagram. This video is a part of the series that we have started, where I will be taking all your questions and will be taking a lot of time to address all your queries, all your concerns, all your qualms about my life and about preparing for UPSC in general. Hi everyone, my name is Naman Srivastav. I am the co-founder of Global Governance Initiative. I've worked across the United Nations in various parts of the world. I'm currently in Eastern Europe doing a very interesting assignment with few of the governments here in the Eastern Europe. If you can take a good guess of the country that I am in, you get extra brownie points from me whenever I am in your part of the world. So 3 options. It's either Skopje or Tirana or Belgrade. Pick one and let me know which one do you think is the city that I'm in. So, to address your question, UPSC is a very risky bet that millions of Indians will take in their life, and for all the right reasons. Their parents would have convinced them to write this exam, their peers might have convinced them to write the exam, whereas Bollywood movies would have inspired them to write this exam, and it is, in true honesty, one of those few asymmetric bets that you can take in life that can truly transform your life. But this rarely happens with folks who end up failing the exam. Now, we all know that over 1 million candidates appear for this exam, and less than 0.01 or 2% get into the IIS. Now, what happens to those who fail the exam? So this video of mine is dedicated to those unlucky folks who end up failing the exam despite preparing really hard for this. So if you end up failing the exam even in civil services, there are a few good things that will happen out of the UPSC preparation. And here are 3 things that I have in my mind that I would want to speak of in this video for now. The first one is you would love traveling the world. And why do I say this? Because currently I'm in a part of the world that has been ruled by the Ottomans, at the intersection of the Ottomans and Roman Empire. And this fascinated history makes travels much more fascinating when you have read through the history in your UPSC preparation. A few days ago, I was in Boston, and all my time in Boston, I was thinking how incredible the American Revolution would have been in Boston, or the Boston Tea Party would have been in Boston. So the world history to geography. I was in Mexico a few days ago. In Mexico, I could see the sargasso seaweed that we speak a lot of in the geography section of the UPSC. So travels are going to be incredible, and to be honest, I think if you're not educated enough to learn about the world that UPSC preparation will introduce you to, you will never be educated about the world, and you will not enjoy the travels that you're bound to participate in the rest of your life. A second thing about the UPSC preparation that you will gain a lot would be it would be incredibly easy for you to make friends across the globe. So I was in Davos a few years ago, and after the 2 days event, I walked away with approximately 20 friends from across nationalities. I could speak to Israelis, I could speak to Palestinians and folks from Israel. I could speak to folks from Italy and talk more about their politics, about the international affairs of India, and could find out similarities that is so much easier for a UPSC aspirant too. You can talk about philosophy, you can talk about ethics, you can talk about geography, you can talk about political science with the folks from the rest of the world. And this is truly remarkable and incredible. A third thing that truly is delightful and inspiring and amazing about the UPSC preparation is the fact that no one can ever fool you. And why do I say this? You read polity, Lakshmikant, you will be much more aware of your fundamental rights. You will be much more aware about your fundamental duties if you've gone through the entire UPSC preparation with proper diligence. It is a travesty that not many people are aware of their rights, and this will change and this should change as people prepare for civil services. You will be much more aware on how to leverage the RTI. You can use various writ petitions covered in the Article 32 of the Indian Constitution if you've gone through the polity syllabus diligently. So no one can fool you. And it is indeed true that knowledge is power, and UPSC preparation will make you and give you with a lot of superpowers. So even if you fail the exam, do not fret. There are millions of options that you can choose from. You can be part of the UN. I will talk about a lot in this entire YouTube channel along the journey. I will talk about my experience in the Eastern Europe while working with various governments, and I'm sure many of you can also be part of this incredible growth story, not just of India, but of the entire globe. So do not fret if UPSC hasn't worked out for you. Learn on the go, learn from the mistakes, learn from the experiences, and I'm sure this UPSC experience would have shaped you and reshaped you in many ways. And if you fail, join the GJ Impact Fellowship, and will ensure that you go on to achieve a lot of success in various other aspects of the career. So good luck, take care and stay safe, and feel free to drop in your questions. Good luck.